cave right now. We're in the cave. We don't touch anybody.
It's real bad. Stay to the right. Watch your head.
Literally in the cave. 15 feet underwater.
Water!
Stay to the right.
It's your purest water.
Alright everybody, so welcome underground. We are officially in the caverns. We are also in Humpback Mountain. That is the mountain that houses the caverns here. It stays a cool 52 degrees in here year round, and the water behind me stays anywhere between 42 and 60. Real quick, I do need everybody over to the right. We're going to have a group heading out of here, so please stay all the way to the right.
Watch your heads right here, guys. Excuse us. Alright, now let's hear your back.
Okie doke. So, back to the fish. Back to the water. In the water, we do typically have fish. 3 different types of trout, rainbow speckled and brown trout. However, here lately, these fish are pretty shy. When it gets a little bit busier, they like to hide under rocks and things like that. So I do apologize if we don't see any today. But the fish we have in here are very near and dear to our hearts because back in 1822, had a couple of fishermen sitting right outside what was the natural entrance here. They were watching some fish swim in and out of a mountain. Thought that was pretty weird, so they followed the fish in here, and that is how Linville Caverns was discovered for the first time. Now, the fish way back then were partially to completely blind their whole lives due to living in total darkness, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you guys here a little bit later. It's definitely very cool. Now, one last thing before we move on, everybody. This one right here is what we like to call Headache Rock, and that is because when you run into it, it hurts. So, guys, we have a lot of low-hanging rocks throughout the caverns. Please make sure we are paying attention. That way, when we leave here, we don't have any head injuries. So, then if you guys will, please follow me down this side. Just watch your heads to the right.
And here we go. I feel wet on here. Water. Water.
It's natural water coming from the mountain above, baby.
Watch your head, Bailey.
Alright guys, so we do have 3 different levels here to our caverns. We have a lower level I'm going to show you in just a bit. We're currently on the middle or the main level, and that's where will be the majority of our tour. Now as for the upper level, we do have 8 upper level rooms. We're only allowed into one of them though, and that's just due to the floors being very thin, really unable to support a whole lot of weight. So if you guys look up above me here, this upper room is what we call the ballroom. We call it that because the floor in there is actually smooth and flat, kind of like a dance floor. Now if you look up and to the left of the ballroom, you'll see our guard alligator right up here. You can see his nose, his jaw, his long row of teeth, and his eye up top. He's just there to make sure everyone stays out of the ballroom, stays nice and safe. So what do you guys think? Kind of looks like an alligator?
It does.
Yeah. How about a crocodile?
See the crocodile?
Alright guys, in just a moment we are having a group head through here, so if y'all don't mind, once again, just back up for me to the wall to the right.
How bad is it raining outside?
It's just drizzling back in.
Right on. Watch your head! It's like a train conductor. Alright, everybody.
Alright guys, we will be continuing right down this way. If you will, please follow me and just watch your heads to the right.
I'm bad at doing selfies.
So dark in here. So dark in here.
There's like,
Watch your head. Even dark. Look out.
no touching.
Alright guys, so along with our fish up front, we've also got centipedes, millipedes, cave crickets, spiders, crawdads, and crayfish in the creek. We get salamanders. Then in the winter time, anywhere between October and April, we do get bats in our caverns as well. Two different species of hibernating bats, the brown bat and the eastern pipistrelle. That one is also known as the tricolored bats, more commonly seen in our caverns. It is one of the smallest bats in North America. With a body length of just about 1 to 2 inches and a wingspan of only 5 to 7, they like to come in here, hang upside down from the ceiling. They wrap their wings under them 3 times. That is how they start their hibernation process. Yes?
I heard that there's a rumor that these trees are haunted.
Nothing I can confirm. Suspicions maybe, but no confirmation. So about 15 years ago, we get close to about 1,000 bats in these caverns, and over these last couple of years, we have been seeing a drastic decline in our bat population, so bad to the point this last winter, we saw 3 bats. That was it. And that is due to a fungus they're contracting at their noses while they hibernate, which causes white nose syndrome. That's a lot of itching and irritation at the bats' noses. They wake up too early and too frequently from their hibernation process. Using their stored energy to clean themselves, they fly out, looking for more food, where they end up freezing and starving to death in the middle of winter. So as unfortunate as that is, we are one of the ways these fungal spores are spread. As we're down here right now, we are picking some of those up on us, and the majority of the spores we'll get in here today are on the soles of our shoes. So what we're going to do when we leave here is stop by the white nose station. That is just a bleach mat we will use to disinfect, try to help stop the further spread of that fungal spore. So if you guys think you can help us out with that, we do greatly appreciate it. Now real quick guys, similar to our rock alligator, we've got a rock bat right up here. So you can see her head in the middle and a wing off to either side, about a 3-foot wingspan there. Kind of looks like she is gliding towards us. So this bat is made of flowstone, and flowstone is created when the water comes down through the ceiling of the cavern. It brings along very small bits of rock and mineral. So when the water gets down here, it's too heavy or saturated with those rocks and minerals. So it deposits them over and over, giving us the different flowstone formations we're going to see today. So guys, we're going to continue right down this way. If you will, please follow me.
It's right here, sweetheart.
So you're having on video.
It looks like a bat. See if you can get its wings out.
I'm pretty hurt. You okay?
Come on in, guys. You want to come over this way?
You said we came from this way?
Just make sure there's enough room, so just come this way just a bit. Alright guys, so where we're standing now is called the Deserters' Fireplace. Back in the Civil War in the 1860s, we had some deserters come hide out in our caverns. And right in here, they built their fire for food and warmth. And where we're standing at one point was a large sandbar. This area came up out of the water that covered the cavern floors at the time. This gave the deserters a dry place to eat and sleep, things like that. Well, the one thing that got these deserters caught and arrested was the smoke from their fire. What these guys didn't realize that in the ceiling of the caverns, we have a lot of small cracks and crevices known as fissures. These fissures were acting as a chimney and allowing the smoke to show on the outside of the mountain. After a while, locals got curious, came down here to investigate, found, and then, of course, arrested those deserters. So a little unfortunate, but these guys actually did manage to stay in here for about a year before they were caught. So, now guys, we're going to be continuing right up this way. If you will, please follow me to the top. Everybody up, everybody in. Fill in all the space in here, guys. So switch on in, Pam, Loomis. Come right up here. How do you guys want to do? That's fine. Just fill in all the space for me, guys. Fill in all the space. Hey, buddy, you cannot touch the rocks, okay?
Did you just touch it? Do not take your hands out of your pocket.
You guys come on in. Fill in all the space for me, guys. Oh, just